Ladies and gentlemen, at its core, your why is not just a goal or a task, it's the very essence of who you are and why you do what you do. It's the underlying force that shapes your decisions, your actions, and your journey in life. It's the deeper purpose that drives you when external motivations like rewards or recognition fade away. Think of your why as the foundation upon which everything else is built. It's the root of your passion, the thing that gives meaning to the work you do, the relationships you nurture, and the challenges you face. Without a clear sense of why, even the most successful achievements can feel hollow or temporary. This is why so many people, despite reaching career milestones or accumulating material success, still feel unfulfilled. They haven't connected with their deeper purpose. Your why goes beyond short-term goals like getting a promotion, making money, or hitting a sales target. While these are valuable in their own right, they are external markers of success. They are the what of our lives, the tangible things we achieve. But the why is the internal driver, the reason we choose to pursue those goals in the first place. It's about understanding what gives your work and your life a greater sense of meaning. Take a moment to reflect. Why do you wake up in the morning? Why do you dedicate yourself to your work, your relationships, or your personal growth? The answers to these questions can reveal your true why. It's the force that keeps you going, not just when things are going well, but especially when life presents its toughest moments. When you face adversity, when you feel discouraged or weary, your why will be the thing that propels you forward. It will remind you that the struggles you face are part of a greater purpose, and that the rewards, though they may not always be immediate, will be deeply fulfilling because they are tied to something that truly matters to you. For example, consider someone who works in healthcare. Their why might not just be about diagnosing patients or performing surgeries. It's about improving lives, easing suffering, and contributing to the well-being of others. When faced with long hours, difficult patients, or personal exhaustion, they can turn to their why to renew their sense of purpose and stay committed to their work. In the same way, your why is what gives you the strength to keep moving forward, even when the journey feels tough. When you have a clear sense of your deeper purpose, it brings a kind of peace and certainty. It helps you understand that the ups and downs of life are not random or meaningless. They are all part of a bigger picture, a story that you are uniquely creating. Your why allows you to make sense of the world and empowers you to pursue your goals with a sense of direction and resolve. It becomes your personal true north, guiding you toward a life that feels whole, authentic, and fulfilling. In short, your why is the source of lasting motivation. It's what keeps the fire alive even after the initial excitement of a new project fades. It's the core reason behind everything you do, your work, your relationships, and your contributions to the world. It's the one thing that never runs out of fuel because it is driven by something much deeper than external rewards or success. And when you discover it, you'll not only find the energy to keep going, but you'll also find a lasting sense of fulfillment that goes far beyond any goal you could ever achieve. When you find your why, you don't just gain motivation, you gain clarity. Clarity is a powerful force. It's the ability to see through the fog of confusion and doubt, to cut through the noise and focus on what truly matters. And in a world that constantly demands more of our attention, where distractions are endless and the pressure to succeed can feel overwhelming, clarity becomes an invaluable asset. Think about the times in your life when you felt uncertain, when you've been unsure about the next step, or when you struggled to make a decision. In those moments, everything can feel muddled. You might wonder if you're on the right path, if you're making the right choices, or if your efforts are even worth it. But when you have clarity, all of that uncertainty begins to fade. You understand not only what you need to do, but why you need to do it. And that distinction makes all the difference. Having clarity means that you have a clear sense of purpose and a clear understanding of how that purpose connects to your actions. It's knowing your why and using it as a compass to navigate life's challenges. When obstacles arise, as they inevitably will, your why helps you stay focused on the bigger picture. It helps you resist the urge to give up or to be swayed by fleeting distractions. You're no longer chasing every shiny object that comes your way because you have a deep understanding of what matters most to you. Clarity also means that your energy is no longer scattered. Many of us live our lives like we're juggling too many balls, constantly trying to keep up with competing demands, work, family, social obligations, personal ambitions. But when you have clarity around your why, you learn to prioritize what truly matters. You stop wasting time on things that don't align with your values and goals. You're able to focus your energy on the things that will bring you closer to your purpose and your vision. Think about a person who is trying to build a successful business. If their why is about creating a company that provides innovative solutions to environmental issues, then every decision they make from product design to marketing strategy becomes more focused. They don't waste energy on ideas or initiatives that don't align with their vision of sustainability. Their why helps them make choices that not only move them forward, but also bring them a deep sense of fulfillment, because they know that every step is connected to their larger purpose. In this sense, clarity simplifies the complex. It turns what could be an overwhelming and disorganized pursuit into a focused, intentional path. Whether you're working on a personal project, navigating your career, or trying to improve your relationships, knowing your why provides the mental and emotional clarity needed to stay on course. But clarity isn't just about knowing what you need to do. It's also about knowing what you don't need to do. It's about saying no to distractions, to opportunities that seem good on the surface but don't align with your core values, and to people or situations that pull you away from your true purpose. The ability to say no is just as important as the ability to say yes when it comes to pursuing your goals. And that comes from the clarity of understanding what truly matters. In the face of life's inevitable setbacks, whether personal, professional, or even global, clarity gives you a sense of resilience. It helps you remember that the challenges you face are part of a larger journey, and they are only temporary. Knowing your why helps you see past the short-term difficulties and keeps you focused on the long-term rewards. To illustrate this, imagine an athlete who is training for the Olympics. There will be moments of intense physical strain, times when they feel like giving up, and instances when they question if they're good enough. But if their why is clear, if their purpose is grounded in representing their country, breaking personal records, or inspiring the next generation, they are far less likely to quit when faced with obstacles. Their clarity around their purpose gives them the strength to endure the pain, the setbacks, and the long hours of training. Clarity also has a ripple effect. When you are clear about your purpose, you become more effective in communicating it to others. Whether you're leading a team at work, mentoring someone in your community, or simply interacting with your loved ones, your clarity provides a sense of confidence that others can feel. People are naturally drawn to those who know their purpose and can articulate it with conviction. It builds trust and inspires others to take action as well. One of the most powerful byproducts of clarity is confidence. When you know your why, you don't second-guess your decisions. You trust that you're making the right moves because they're aligned with your core values. And this confidence is contagious. It not only boosts your own belief in yourself, but also encourages others to believe in you, to follow your lead, and to support your vision. Finally, clarity offers peace of mind. In today's fast-paced world, we are constantly bombarded with choices, advice, and information. It's easy to feel overwhelmed by the endless possibilities or to worry about making the wrong decision. But when you're clear on your why, you know that every step you take is one step closer to something that matters deeply to you. You no longer feel the pressure to chase every opportunity or constantly seek validation from outside sources. You trust your purpose, and that trust brings a calm assurance to your journey. There's a profound difference between short-term motivation and long-term motivation. Short-term motivation is often fueled by external factors, a burst of excitement after a motivational speech, the allure of an upcoming reward, or the thrill of achieving an immediate goal. It's energizing, but it tends to fade once the initial rush wears off. It's easy to feel motivated when everything is going well, when the path ahead is clear and the rewards are within sight. But the real test of our dedication comes when we hit the inevitable obstacles, the moments when things don't go according to plan, when we face setbacks, or when the journey feels far longer than we expected. Your why is not just a fleeting burst of enthusiasm, it's the deep internal force that sustains you through the tough times. Unlike short-term motivation, which is often situational, your why is built on something far more enduring, a sense of purpose. It is the reason you keep pushing forward, even when things get hard, even when the path is unclear, and even when failure seems like a possibility. Setbacks are an unavoidable part of any journey. Whether it's a business venture that falls short, a personal goal that feels unreachable, or a project that hits a roadblock, we all face moments where progress seems to stall. This is the moment when most people's short-term motivation dies out. When you are only motivated by the next milestone or external reward, it's easy to lose steam when you're not seeing immediate results. But when your why is deeply rooted in something that matters to you beyond the immediate goal, whether that's helping others, creating change, or pursuing personal growth, you are far more likely to keep going in the face of adversity. Your why becomes your anchor, reminding you that even though the journey may be difficult, it's worthwhile. Your purpose keeps you connected to your larger vision, and that connection is what keeps you moving forward, even when progress feels slow. For instance, imagine someone working to build a social enterprise aimed at addressing food insecurity. At times, their efforts may feel like they're making little headway. They might face financial difficulties, bureaucratic challenges, or even the discouragement of people who doubt their vision. But if their why is rooted in a deep commitment to feeding those in need, that deeper purpose will drive them to keep pushing, to find new solutions, and to persevere in the face of adversity. They are not just chasing success for the sake of it, they are chasing something far more meaningful, a vision that aligns with their core values. Another powerful aspect of having a strong why is that it helps you reframe challenges as opportunities rather than roadblocks. In the face of adversity, people who are driven by their why tend to ask themselves, how can I use this challenge to grow? What can I learn from this situation that will help me achieve my larger purpose? This shift in perspective is critical. Rather than seeing a setback as something that halts progress, those with a deep sense of purpose see it as a temporary challenge on the path to something greater. Your why doesn't eliminate difficulties, it empowers you to face them head on, with a mindset that views obstacles as part of the journey, not the end of it. At the heart of long-term motivation is meaning. Short-term motivation can give you the energy to tackle a task for a few days, a few weeks, or even a few months. But long-term motivation comes from knowing that your actions align with something that holds deep meaning in your life. Your why gives you a reason to keep working day after day, even when the process feels tedious or exhausting. The work itself becomes meaningful because it's connected to your larger purpose. Without this sense of meaning, it's easy to burn out. The endless grind, the pursuit of endless goals without a deeper why can lead to frustration, fatigue, and a loss of passion. But when your motivation is rooted in purpose, it doesn't just keep you going, it fuels your energy, creativity, and determination. You feel a sense of fulfillment in the work itself, regardless of the challenges along the way. In addition to providing resilience and meaning, your why helps you stay focused on what matters most, especially in a world filled with distractions. We live in an age where it's easy to get sidetracked by new opportunities, different paths, and the constant pull of immediate gratification. But your why serves as a filter, helping you evaluate whether opportunities, tasks, or people are in alignment with your deeper purpose. This ability to stay focused is what separates those who achieve long-term success from those who are constantly bouncing from one shiny object to the next. People with a strong sense of why are not swayed by every new opportunity. They know where they're headed, and they stick to the course, even when the path is difficult. Finally, your why becomes part of your legacy. In the end, it's not the number of tasks you complete or the immediate rewards you collect that will define your life, it's the impact you leave behind. When you pursue your why, the work you do transcends your own lifetime. It becomes part of something bigger than yourself, a contribution to your family, your community, your industry, or even the world. This sense of legacy gives you something powerful to work toward. It's the idea that the work you're doing now is planting seeds for a future that will outlast you. This long-term perspective keeps you motivated even in the face of setbacks, because you know that the work you do today is helping to create a ripple effect that will continue far beyond your own lifetime. When you discover your why, something extraordinary happens. It sparks a deep, unshakable passion for what you do. Passion is the energy, the fire, the driving force that propels you forward, even when the work gets tough or the days feel long. It's not something you can simply force or fake. It's born from a profound connection to your purpose. And this connection doesn't just make you feel good in the moment, it transforms the way you approach everything in your life, turning even the most mundane tasks into meaningful actions. Think of passion like the fuel in a car. Without fuel, even the best car can't move forward. Similarly, without purpose, even the most talented or well-equipped individuals may struggle to stay motivated and engaged. But when you're connected to your why, that passion becomes the fuel that keeps you going through difficult times, through the daily grind, and through the countless hours of work required to bring your dreams to life. When we talk about passion, it's easy to imagine someone doing something they love, maybe an artist creating, a teacher inspiring students, or an entrepreneur launching a business. But passion doesn't just arise from doing what you love in the traditional sense. It comes from doing what matters, from being deeply aligned with a purpose that transcends the work itself. Passion is born when you understand why the work you're doing matters, how it connects to a larger vision, and how it impacts others. For example, consider someone who works in healthcare, perhaps as a nurse, a doctor, or a caregiver. The work is physically demanding, emotionally draining, and often requires long hours. Without purpose, it could feel like an endless routine of tasks, vital but monotonous. But when that individual connects with their deeper why, whether it's to heal others, to improve lives, or to make a difference in the community, each patient they treat, each moment of care they provide takes on greater significance. Suddenly, the act of helping someone recover or even offering comfort during a difficult time becomes much more than just doing their job. It's a meaningful contribution to something greater than themselves. And that's where the passion comes from, when the work you do is connected to a purpose that gives it meaning. Passion fueled by purpose has the incredible ability to turn challenges into opportunities. When you are passionate about something, setbacks become part of the process. You don't view obstacles as roadblocks. Instead, you see them as opportunities for growth. Passionate people who are aligned with their purpose are more likely to find creative solutions to problems, to keep innovating, and to persist when things go wrong. Think of a scientist working on a groundbreaking discovery. The research might be slow, the results might be inconsistent, and the failures could be overwhelming. But if that scientist is deeply connected to a sense of purpose, whether it's to cure a disease, improve lives, or advance human knowledge, the passion for their work will help them push through the failures, refine their methods, and keep moving forward with perseverance. The difficulties are no longer obstacles, they are simply part of the journey toward achieving something greater. Similarly, for an entrepreneur starting a new business, the journey is filled with risks, uncertainty, and challenges. There will be financial pressures, tough decisions, and times when failure seems imminent. But when their why is rooted in a passion for solving a problem, creating something innovative, or making a positive impact, those challenges become a motivating force. Passion makes the difficult work feel worth it, because the individual understands that the goal is bigger than the immediate struggle. It's about creating lasting value and meaning. One of the most powerful effects of passion is the ability to create what psychologists call a flow state. This is when you are so fully immersed in an activity that time seems to disappear, and you experience an almost effortless sense of engagement, enjoyment. Flow happens when your skills are fully aligned with your purpose, and the challenge at hand pushes you to be your best. When you're doing something you're passionate about, something that connects to your why, it's easier to enter this state of flow. You become more creative, more focused, and more productive. Work no longer feels like a series of tasks to check off a list. It becomes an exciting, fulfilling process. Your energy, focus, and creativity are all channeled into a singular purpose, and the results are often extraordinary. Take an athlete who is deeply passionate about their sport. The hours of practice and preparation, the sacrifices they make, and the setbacks they experience are all part of the journey to reach their goal. But when they are in the flow of their training or competing, they aren't focused on the difficulty of the work. They are focused on the performance, on the joy of the process, on the thrill of pushing their limits. Their passion for the sport fuels the motivation to practice, to improve, and to give everything they've got to achieve their vision. When you are truly passionate about something, that energy is contagious. People around you can feel it. Whether you're a leader, a teacher, a parent, or a colleague, your passion will inspire others to catch the same fire. It can create a ripple effect, one that turns isolated efforts into collective action. Passion, when aligned with purpose, has the power to influence and uplift others, motivating them to take action, pursue their own goals, and contribute to the shared mission. For instance, consider a leader who is deeply passionate about making their organization more sustainable. Their passion drives them to seek out innovative solutions, invest in green technologies, and champion eco-friendly practices. But it's not just their efforts that matter. Their passion inspires their team. Employees feel motivated to embrace sustainable practices in their own work, collaborate on new ideas, and take ownership of the mission. The passion for a shared purpose creates a collective energy that drives progress and accelerates the movement toward the common goal. One of the most incredible things about passion is its ability to make the ordinary extraordinary. When you are deeply connected to your purpose, every task, no matter how small, takes on new meaning. Whether it's answering emails, attending meetings, organizing files, or even handling routine chores, passion gives everything you do a sense of importance. Consider a teacher in a classroom. The act of teaching may seem like an everyday job, but when the teacher is passionate about their students' growth and development, every lesson becomes an opportunity to inspire, to challenge, and to guide. The same goes for any profession. When your work is driven by purpose, no task is insignificant. Every action, no matter how small, is part of a larger mission. And that sense of connection brings meaning to the everyday. When we look at some of the most successful people in history, we often see individuals who achieved incredible feats, revolutionized industries, and created lasting legacies. However, what truly separates these individuals from the masses is not just their ambition or talent, it's their deep, unwavering connection to a purpose that goes far beyond personal gain or external validation. Many successful people like Steve Jobs, Oprah Winfrey, and Elon Musk weren't simply chasing success for the sake of it. They were driven by a profound sense of why, a deeper inner calling that guided them through every challenge, every setback, and every triumph. Take Steve Jobs, for example. He wasn't just focused on building a tech company or achieving financial success. He had a vision for changing the world. His why wasn't about creating the next big product. It was about building a company that would empower people to unlock their creativity and potential through innovative technology. Jobs famously said, "The people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do." For Jobs, his why was about more than just creating cutting-edge gadgets. It was about revolutionizing industries, reshaping the way people interacted with technology, and leaving a legacy of creativity and innovation. That purpose drove him to challenge the status quo, to think differently, and to push boundaries that others didn't even know existed. Jobs faced countless failures, including being ousted from Apple, the company he founded. But his deeper purpose, the belief that technology could improve people's lives, kept him going. It was his why that not only fueled his resilience through failure, but also gave him the clarity and determination to create the iPhone, the iPad, and other game-changing products that transformed the world. Oprah Winfrey is another iconic example of someone driven by a powerful sense of why. Oprah didn't just want to be a talk show host or a media mogul. From the beginning of her career, she was deeply motivated by a desire to empower others, to give voice to the unheard, and to inspire people to live their best lives. Her why was rooted in the belief that everyone has the potential for greatness, and through storytelling, she could bring that potential to light. Oprah's path wasn't easy. She faced racism, poverty, and personal challenges, but her purpose to uplift and empower others kept her going. Her why was not just about amassing wealth or fame, though she achieved both in abundance. It was about creating platforms that allowed others to tell their stories, and in doing so, to transform their lives. Her legacy is not just in the TV shows she hosted or the media empire she built. It's in the millions of lives she touched through her authenticity, empathy, and unwavering belief in the power of human potential. Oprah's why allowed her to persist in the face of adversity and to build a brand that is synonymous with inspiration, transformation, and empowerment. Then there's Elon Musk, whose ambitious ventures, Tesla, SpaceX, and more, seem almost too bold to believe. Musk's why goes far beyond simply creating electric cars or rockets. His deeper purpose is driven by a desire to push humanity toward a sustainable future and to make life multiplanetary. Musk's vision is centered on solving some of the world's most pressing problems: climate change, energy dependence, and even the survival of humanity itself. From the early days of SpaceX, when the company was on the verge of failure, Musk's commitment to his why kept him going. He wasn't just chasing profits, he was chasing the dream of making space travel affordable and ultimately helping humanity become a multiplanetary species. His goal to reduce the world's reliance on fossil fuels fuel Tesla's electric vehicles is similarly driven by a sense of environmental responsibility, not merely financial gain. Even when faced with public skepticism, immense technical challenges, and near bankruptcy, Musk kept moving forward because he was guided by a why that was bigger than himself. His relentless pursuit of these goals, driven by purpose rather than profit alone, has led to groundbreaking innovations that are reshaping entire industries. What these leaders, Jobs, Winfrey, must share is not just a relentless work ethic, but a profound connection to something deeper than success for its own sake. Their why was not something that simply motivated them in the short term. It was the driving force that sustained them through the ups and downs of their careers. It helped them make difficult decisions, navigate obstacles, and bounce back from failures. Purpose gives you the energy to keep moving forward, even when the path is not clear. When things get tough, it's easy to become distracted or lose momentum. But when your why Is clear and rooted in something that aligns with your deepest values. It gives you a sense of meaning that cannot be easily shaken. Success becomes a byproduct of pursuing your purpose, not the sole reason for your efforts. Successful people often talk about how their greatest achievements weren't just about money or fame, they were about making a lasting impact. Whether it's creating products that change the way people live, telling stories that transform how we see the world, or advancing technology to solve global challenges, these individuals were not driven by external measures of success. They were driven by a belief that they were working towards something far greater than themselves. One of the key things that differentiates successful people from those who fall short is their ability to persist through doubt, fear, and uncertainty. All of us experience moments of self-doubt, especially when we're venturing into uncharted territory. But those who are driven by a clear why are able to push through the fear because they are anchored in something bigger than the immediate challenges. Take Elon Musk, for example. His dream of creating reusable rockets and making space travel accessible was, at one point, considered insane by many in the industry. SpaceX faced failure after failure, but Musk's vision of a future in space kept him moving forward. When he was told it couldn't be done, he didn't back down. His why was not just to build a successful company, it was to push the boundaries of what was possible, to explore the stars, and to secure humanity's future. This deeper purpose allowed him to face criticism, failure, and even the potential loss of everything, and still keep going. Perhaps the most powerful aspect of being driven by your why is that it leads to a lasting legacy. Success that is grounded in purpose has a ripple effect that goes beyond an individual's lifetime. The impact of Steve Jobs' innovations, Oprah's storytelling, and Elon Musk's technological advancements will be felt for generations to come. These individuals didn't just create companies or accumulate wealth, they created something that would live on long after they were gone. They built legacies that were driven by their desire to make the world a better place. When your success is rooted in purpose, it's not just about what you accomplish, it's about the legacy you leave behind, the change you create, and the lives you touch. Your why becomes something that endures long after the applause fades. To truly uncover your why, it's essential to start by reflecting on two fundamental aspects of your life: your passions and your core values. These are the inner drivers that shape your thoughts, actions, and motivations. Understanding what deeply excites you and what you stand for will help you align your purpose with what matters most to you, providing you with a powerful sense of direction and fulfillment. The first step in discovering your why is to reflect on your passions, those activities, pursuits, or topics that make you feel deeply engaged and energized. These are the things that make you lose track of time, that get you excited to wake up in the morning. Passions can come in many forms, and they don't always have to be linked to your career or public achievements. They can be creative outlets, intellectual pursuits, helping others, exploring nature, or anything else that fills you with purpose and enthusiasm. Reflecting on the moments in your life when you felt most alive is a powerful way to tap into your passions. Think about times when you felt completely absorbed in something you were doing, times when you were so engaged that you lost all sense of time. These are the moments that speak directly to what you care about most, and they can provide valuable insights into your why. For example, perhaps you've always felt a sense of joy and fulfillment when helping others. You may have volunteered in your community or mentored someone, and those experiences brought you a sense of purpose. Or maybe you've always had an intense curiosity about the natural world, and time spent in nature has consistently made you feel grounded and connected. These passions can offer clues to your deeper purpose, perhaps your why lies in making a positive impact on others or in preserving the environment for future generations. Reflecting on your passions isn't just about identifying what makes you happy in the moment. It's about understanding the deeper reasons why certain activities resonate with you. What values or needs are being met when you engage in those passions? How do they make you feel? The more you reflect on these experiences, the clearer your why will become. While passions are about what excites you, values are about what you stand for, what you believe is important and non-negotiable in your life. Values are the fundamental principles that guide your decisions, actions, and relationships. They provide a moral compass, helping you navigate life's challenges with clarity and purpose. To uncover your why, take time to reflect on your core values. What are the qualities or beliefs that you hold most dear? These might include integrity, compassion, creativity, freedom, growth, connection, service, or innovation. When you align your life with these values, you feel authentic, fulfilled, and in harmony with yourself. Think about moments when you felt proud of your actions, when you've acted in alignment with your values, even when it wasn't the easiest or most popular choice. Perhaps you stood up for someone who was being treated unfairly, even though it was uncomfortable or risky. Or maybe you chose to prioritize family over work, despite societal pressures to do the opposite. These moments of alignment are not only defining, they are the building blocks of your why. As you reflect on your values, consider how they show up in your daily life. Do they influence the way you approach your work? Do they guide the way you treat others? When you are deeply aligned with your values, your actions naturally reflect your purpose. Your why is rooted in these values, and they become the lens through which you view the world and make decisions. Once you have a clearer understanding of your passions and values, the next step is to look for the intersections between them. Your why is often found at the crossroads of what excites you and what you believe in. The more you explore where your passions and values align, the closer you'll get to discovering your deeper purpose. For example, if you are passionate about helping others and value compassion, your why might be rooted in making a positive impact on the lives of those in need. This could lead you to a career in healthcare, social work, or community organizing where your work is aligned with your passions and values. Or perhaps your passion for creativity combined with your value of freedom and self-expression could drive you toward a career in the arts, where you feel free to create and share your work with the world. When you discover this intersection, it's like finding a compass that points directly to your why. The combination of passion and value gives you the fuel and direction to move forward with clarity and conviction. It allows you to focus your energy on pursuits that not only bring you joy, but also reflect who you truly are at your core. To deepen your understanding of your passions and values, ask yourself powerful questions that encourage introspection. These questions can help you clarify your why and uncover deeper insights about what truly drives you. Some helpful questions to ask include: the answers to these questions will not only bring you closer to identifying your why, but they will also help you see patterns in your life that reflect your deeper motivations. These patterns are like clues that will guide you toward understanding what your purpose is and how you can align your actions with your true self. Another way to gain clarity on your passions and values is by reflecting on your life's journey up to this point. Look back at the different experiences you've had, your successes, your failures, your challenges, and your triumphs. Ask yourself. By reflecting on the story of your life, you may begin to see a clearer thread of purpose weaving through your experiences. This reflection can help you gain a deeper understanding of how your past has shaped your present and how your why has been quietly guiding you all along. It may also help you recognize how certain experiences, whether positive or negative, have pushed you toward a clearer sense of purpose, showing you what truly matters and what doesn't. One of the most powerful ways to uncover your why is to look for recurring patterns and themes in your life. Our past experiences are rich with clues, and by reviewing them carefully, we can begin to spot the threads that have consistently guided our decisions, actions, and motivations. These patterns are not random. They represent your core strengths, interests, and values in action. By identifying them, you can gain insight into the underlying forces that have shaped your journey and start to see how your why has been subtly influencing your life all along. These pivotal experiences often reveal the deep patterns that reflect your natural inclinations and passions. For instance, if you consistently feel proud of times when you've helped others or made a difference, it may indicate a strong desire to serve, mentor, or contribute to a greater cause. Alternatively, if you've always been drawn to solving complex problems or innovating, it could point to a purpose rooted in creativity, innovation, or improvement. By reviewing your most meaningful experiences, you can identify whether there is a recurring theme, such as a love for teaching, leadership, building community, or overcoming obstacles that has continuously shown up in different phases of your life. Another useful exercise is to reflect on the roles you have taken on over time, both in your personal life and in your career. The roles you naturally gravitate toward often reflect key aspects of your why. For example, have you often found yourself in leadership positions? This could indicate a natural inclination to guide, inspire, or influence others, suggesting that your why may be tied to leadership or empowerment. Have you frequently been the problem solver in your family, your workplace, or your community? This might point to a passion for fixing issues, optimizing systems, or finding creative solutions, signaling that your why involves making things work better or improving the world around you. If you find fulfillment in helping others grow and learn, this could indicate that your purpose involves nurturing talent, facilitating growth, or guiding others on their own journeys. By looking at the roles you've taken on, whether formal or informal, you can start to recognize patterns in your behavior and decisions. These patterns can point to the areas of life where you feel most at home, where you can best express your values, and where your true passions lie. Many of us go through phases where our interests shift or evolve, but there are often certain passions, hobbies, or activities that stay with us throughout our lives. These enduring interests can provide important clues about your deeper purpose. For instance, have you always been drawn to creative pursuits, such as art, music, or writing? If you felt a constant pull to express yourself creatively, even if it wasn't always your primary focus, it could be that your why lies in the arts, storytelling, or self-expression. The need to create and communicate could be a deep part of your purpose. Have you always been fascinated by technology, science, or discovery? A consistent interest in these areas could point to a why centered around innovation, problem solving, and pushing the boundaries of what's possible. Have you always had a deep passion for social justice, community building, or activism? If helping others or advocating for social change has been a persistent interest throughout your life, your why may be connected to making the world a more just, equitable, and compassionate place. The key here is to recognize the interests that have endured through different phases of your life. These interests often hint at a core passion or calling that has been quietly shaping your path, even if you haven't fully realized it yet. Another insightful pattern to observe is the type of people you are naturally drawn to. The relationships you form, whether they are friendships, mentors, or professional connections, can reveal a great deal about your why. Consider the qualities or characteristics that you most admire in others. Do you gravitate toward? If so, your why could be related to leadership, guiding others, or creating positive change on a larger scale. This could point to a purpose driven by creativity, invention, or pushing boundaries in your field. If you're drawn to those who prioritize empathy, care, and connection, your why may be connected to service, helping others, or building a sense of community. A consistent attraction to adventurous, risk-taking individuals could indicate a purpose tied to exploration, entrepreneurship, or creating new opportunities. Looking at the people you admire, respect, and seek out for guidance can help you understand the values and qualities that resonate with you. These relationships often reflect the qualities you aspire to embody in your own life, and they provide insight into the larger purpose you're trying to fulfill. The goals and dreams you set for your future also reveal important patterns about your why. Think about your long-term aspirations and how they have evolved over time. Do you consistently aim to? While financial goals can certainly be part of your why, they are often linked to deeper desires like freedom, stability, or the ability to help others. If your aspirations have centered around financial growth, ask yourself what that success would allow you to do. What impact would it have? If you've always dreamed of creating something enduring, like a business, a family, or a charitable organization, this could indicate a purpose related to creating value or making a lasting impact. A desire for exploration and discovery might point to a why centered around curiosity, learning, or connecting with the world in a deeper way. If your goals consistently involve making the world a better place, whether through social justice, environmentalism, or other forms of activism, your why may be driven by a deep commitment to service and making a difference. Looking at your long-term goals can help you understand what drives your ambition. What is the underlying motivation for what you are working toward? Is it simply success for success's sake? Or is it something deeper that aligns with your passions, values, and the person you aspire to become? Finally, trust your intuition when looking for patterns in your life. Often, your instincts will guide you to the things that truly matter to you. If something feels like it clicks or resonates deeply, pay attention. Your intuition can help you recognize themes that you may not have fully understood on a conscious level. As you reflect on your experiences, the roles you've played, your long-term goals, and the people you're drawn to, ask yourself what feels right. What excites me in a way that no other achievement does? What makes me feel like I'm truly being myself? Your intuition can be an invaluable tool in uncovering the patterns that point you toward your deeper purpose. One of the most powerful tools for discovering your why is asking yourself the big soul-searching questions that get to the heart of your motivations, values, and vision for your life. These questions aren't about immediate goals or tactical steps. They're about what drives you on a deeper level, what truly matters to you, and what kind of impact you want to make in the world. By contemplating questions like, what do I want to contribute to the world? And what legacy do I want to leave you? Invite yourself into a deeper conversation with your inner self, helping you clarify your purpose and align your actions with your core desires. Asking yourself, what do I want to contribute to the world, is a powerful way to focus on the bigger picture, on the impact you hope to have, both in the short term and over the course of your life. This question moves beyond your personal success, achievements, or career aspirations, and instead asks you to reflect on how your talents, passions, and energy can serve others. Do you feel passionate about environmental issues, social justice, healthcare, education, or technological innovation? Understanding the problems that stir your heart can point you to your deeper purpose. By identifying what you want to contribute, you're looking at your ability to be a part of the solution, to make a difference in ways that align with your unique skills and interests. Beyond just solving problems, think about the emotional impact you want to leave on others. Do you want to make people feel seen, heard, and valued? Do you want to inspire them, teach them, or empower them? By understanding how you want to influence others, you start to see the deeper role you might play in their lives. Sometimes we pursue things because we feel we should, or because they seem to promise success. But true fulfillment comes from contributing in ways that feel deeply aligned with who you are. Ask yourself, what kinds of contributions give you energy and excitement? These are often the moments when you feel most connected to your purpose, whether it's creating something that lasts, helping others grow, or leaving behind a community that's stronger because of your involvement. This question encourages you to think about the mark you want to leave on the world, not just through what you accomplish, but by how you positively impact others along the way. Your why is often directly tied to your ability to contribute meaningfully, whether on a global scale or in your personal circles. Another transformative question to ask yourself is, what legacy do I want to leave? This question is about more than just success or recognition. It's about the long-term imprint you want to leave on the world. When you think about legacy, you're considering the enduring effect of your life's work, your relationships, and your values. What are the most important principles you want to uphold throughout your life? Do you want to be known for your kindness, creativity, integrity, or dedication? What qualities do you want to be associated with, both in your personal and professional life? The values that you prioritize are the foundation of your legacy and will inform the decisions you make along the way. When you're clear about the values you want to leave behind, they can become a guiding compass for your life's choices. Sometimes the most meaningful legacy we can leave is not one of public recognition or fame, but of the lives we touch on a personal level. What do you want your family, friends, and loved ones to remember about you? What qualities do you want to instill in them, or what lessons do you hope they take with them after you're gone? Your legacy can be shaped by how you affect those closest to you and the influence you have on their lives, perspectives, and values. This question takes your legacy beyond your immediate circle to the wider world. Consider how your actions today might affect future generations. Whether it's through environmental stewardship, social change, technological advancement, or cultural contribution, your legacy can extend far beyond your lifetime. Ask yourself, how do I want the world to be different because I lived? Thinking about the legacy you want to leave is not about focusing on external recognition, but about clarifying what's truly meaningful to you. A powerful legacy comes from living in alignment with your values and using your talents in ways that have a lasting positive impact. It's easy to get caught up in the traditional markers of success, career accomplishments, financial milestones, and accolades. But a truly fulfilling why goes beyond external achievements to focus on something deeper, your internal purpose. Ask yourself, what gives me a sense of fulfillment that isn't tied to awards or recognition? This is a question that goes straight to the heart of your true motivations. Some of the most meaningful aspects of life come from giving without expecting anything in return, or from creating something that enriches the lives of others, not for personal gain, but for the joy of making a difference.